Hi everyone, Dr. Imagination here, and today we have an amazing craft. Let's go ahead and get started. Today we'll need the following items: crayons, some string, a hole punch, a pair of scissors, and a paper plate. Let's get started. Our first step is going to be cutting a hole out of the middle of our paper plate. And this step you can do, or you can have one of the adults nearby help you and cut it out. But we're going to cut the complete circle out of this. This is going to make our area where we'll be able to see our string in our dream catcher. So just keep cutting. I know it can kind of be hard sometimes to get that cut all the way through, but we're just going to keep cutting our paper plate. See how I'm doing? And we're just going to cut the whole circle. There we go. Now we have the whole circle cut. And our next step is we're going to take our hole puncher and we're going to punch holes around the paper plate. And mine has little lines on it, so I'm just going every other line. But you don't want them too close and you don't want them too far apart. The more holes you put, the more string you put in it. Or the less holes, the less string. So that's completely up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to jump ahead. There we go. I got all my holes in. Kind of looks like a flying saucer now, doesn't it? Our next step is our crayons. And you can color and design your paper plate if you're using the plain white side any way you want. Like me, I think I'm just going to do some blue because I'm not sure what side I want to use yet. So I think I'm just going to color it all blue just to kind of give it a neat little scribble type color. Just something little coloring here and a little here, maybe a little bit there. Yeah, I think I'm liking that. What do you guys think? I think it's looking really well. Okay, I think that's all the colors I'm going to do right now. So the next step is we're going to pick what strings we want to use. So I think I'm going to do purple to start with. So we're going to take the purple and we're going to put it through one of the holes that we made in our paper plate, and then we're going to tie little knots. And then we're going to cut our other side of our string as long as we want it. Now, you might want to make this string a little longer than I did on mine, because that means you're going to get more holes, or you want less holes and more different colors. So you'll make it a little less. That is completely up to you. But then we're just going to start taking that string and just threading it through, or putting it through each one of these holes where we want it. And you can do any design you want and keep going until it gets really tight. Let's see, I think I can do one more hole maybe. No, I'm not gonna be able to get that hole. Let me see, let me try to find another hole. How about, you know what, we'll do it right here. We're gonna put it through this hole, and then we're gonna tie another little knot, just to make sure that string is nice and tight and connected. But that doesn't look very exciting, does it? Just having those few little strings. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pick another color. I think I like this one today. And we're gonna do the exact same thing, but first, this time I'm gonna cut mine. You can do it either way you want. And then I'm gonna put the string in. And remember, we're gonna tie our little knot to keep that string from coming out of there. Making sure it's nice and secure. And then we're just gonna start stringing our string through again. And with this one, you can go all over the top and just keep going over the top of the purple, or you can make it in and out of the purple as well with, making the colors kind of intertwine or, combine together. I think that looks so cool. And now you guys can start seeing it come to real life. This our dream catcher. It's almost like creating like a spider web, which that will be our craft tomorrow. So make sure you tune in tomorrow to see how we're going to do a spider web craft. But we're just going to keep going And then once we get where we want, we'll tie our knot. And then we can do another color. Or if you want, you can stop there. But I recommend doing all the holes that you have. You know, at least getting all those holes, something in each hole of the string. And you can do the same color more than once. Say if you just wanted all purple, but you didn't have enough purple cut, that's fine. Cut some more purple and keep going. That's one of the great things, because this one you can definitely use your imagination. So we're going to keep going through, and let's see. Let me find a couple more holes here that I know we need. Yeah, I like that red with those colors. What do you guys think? Comment below. Tell me, do you guys like my color selection or not? What colors should I have done with all my colors you see there? What colors are you going to choose? And let me see. We're going to keep putting this in here. And then, you know what? There's another step. I didn't do this step. But again, it's completely up to you guys what you have laying around the house and what you're allowed to use. You could put gems on here. You could put shapes and colors. You can put glitter, whatever you wanted to decorate your dream catcher the way you want it. And I ran out of holes, but I still had a little bit of string left. So I decided to go ahead and put it through a couple more holes, just like this, and then tie my knot to finish it off. And now all the holes have a string in them. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to our next step. As soon as I get this knotted, there we go. Perfect. And see, this is what it would look like if your paper plates have a decorated side. You could leave it with a decorated side, or you can leave it just on the other side and color and decorate it any way you want. So our next step is we're going to make some strings hanging down off of our dream catcher. And you can do this step, you don't have to do this step, but it's really cool looking, I think. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our strings and, one more. Go to yellow. You can do the same colors that you have up on top. You can do different colors like I'm doing. That is completely up to you. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut the string and trying to make them all about the same size, which you don't have to do. You can do different sizes. You can add beads to it. You could do feathers. I've seen a lot of people using their attaching feathers on the strings at the bottom, or you can just leave it plain like I'm gonna do. And we're just gonna tie it here, knot it, make sure it's nice and tight. Do another little circle and under and through. There we go. So now we have our strings hanging. So there we go. We could stop right there, but wait, dream catchers need to be hanging up on our walls or our bedroom doors or somewhere, right? So we need something to be able to hang it up. Okay, so let me think. You know what, first, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna cut all these strings off because they're really bothering me. You don't have to do this step, but it just makes it look a little bit more clean or, nice. If you cut the strings off, here we go. Make sure I get all these little tiny strings off. Now don't cut too low where it's gonna come unknotted if you didn't tie a tight enough knot. And then you'll have trouble getting them tight again. But that is looking really awesome. So the next step, I'm gonna just take a little bit of this black string. Don't need very much. And we're gonna go the opposite hole from where we put our other strings in. So that way it stays same way when you're hanging it. We're gonna put it through, and then we're just going to, again, we're gonna tie a knot, but we're not gonna go all the way down this time. Whoops, lost my string. We're not gonna go all the way down this time because this time we want it to have a little bit of a space in between so that way we can hang it up. So we get a little knot. You see I have the little string playing around, and there we go. Now we have our dream catcher. And like I said, if you have other things that you want to put on your dream catcher and decorate more, please do that, and make sure you comment below and show me what you have created because I can't wait to see. Until next time, friends. Bye, friends.